Hello, I'm Jerry Fort. Welcome to Jungle Jerry's Treehouse. This is a story called Indian Devil from the monster book Creatures, Beasts, and Fiends of Nature by Nick Redfern. Page 62. Indians would, they back in the days when, there were, Indian tribes more populated, and before white men started, messing with them and messing everything up, you know what I mean? I don't know, but even today, they would, but back then it's more prominent, they would get lots of herbs and plants that had medicinal, purposes for all different kinds of things. They used, I don't know if it was just certain tribes or not, but let's just go for an example from the movie Young Guns, was it number 1 or 2, when they smoked peyote, and it was like a hallucinative, and they were like hallucinating and talking crazy, and just seeing different things. Well, the Indian Devil could have been something that they experienced in a hallucination, a distorted person that kind of looked like a monster or a devil or whatever. I'm just trying to bring up just excuses or reasons for for this before I even read it. I'm just making kind of a little prediction or whatever. So who knows? Who knows? Let's see what they talk about here. I could get many corrections just from reading, and that's happened before. In 1899, man, my throat's killing. In 1899, a decidedly curious creature was encountered in Alaska by a man named Alfred L. Dominy and a colleague named Weyrich. It was a terrifying, shape-shifting nightmare that became known as the Indian Devil. Dominy, a resident of Los Angeles, California, told his story to the press, which was all too keen to publish his saga of the sinister kind. It went like this. In the spring of 1899, myself and partner were going up the Francis River when we came across an animal which apparently had been drowned and left by high water on a gravel bar. It was about the size and shape of a small bear, would weigh about 300 pounds, snow white hair about the same length and thickness as a bear's, short stub tail, heavy neck, head, teeth, and ears like a wolf, legs short, not over a foot in length, and feet and claws like a large dog or wolf. Mr. Weyrich and I examined it thoroughly, but were unable to determine what it was. I am satisfied there are still living specimens of the same animal further to the north. The following winter, while hunting near the lower end of McPherson Lake, I came upon queer fresh track. Which crossed the trail where I had been not an hour previous. The snow was pretty deep, and owing to the animal's short legs, it was dragging its body through the snow. Satisfying myself it was the same kind of animal I had found dead farther south, and being on a good pair of snowshoes, and this animal plowing through the snow. I thought it an easy task to overtake and capture the snowplow, as I called it. I found it could plow snow and then beat me after following it the entire length of Lake McPherson, about 7 miles, and 2 or 3 miles up a small stream that flows into the north end of McPherson. Darkness overtook me, and I had to camp for the long night. I saw tracks afterwards, but never gave chase again. The strangest and most monstrous part of the story was still yet to come, as Dominique noted. When I saw Indians the following spring near Dease Post, I described the animal to them, but could get no satisfaction out of them. They declared it was an Indian devil, said it had no heart and could not be killed by shooting, had the power of changing into the form of any other animal it chose. They told wonderful tales of its ferocity and endurance. The Indians are very superstitious about it, and seldom, if ever, visit this particularly locality. It is carnivorous and not hibernating, as I saw signs of it during the entire winter, while the bear were taking their long sleep under the snow. What was it? What indeed? So if they're saying, calling it Indian devil, almost make it sound, I mean, it sounds like it's supposedly supposed to be an Indian, but could shapeshift, into any animal at once. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Not a very long story. Wasn't much to that one. But there you go. The Monster Book, Creatures, Beasts, and Fiends of Nature by Nick Redfern. Had no idea what it was going to be about. I was totally off of what it was going to be like. So, but there you go. All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening. See you on the next one.